What's going on to all of my cancer crabs? So let's get into it. We're at 3,000 subs. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. So you cancers have the death card, the 10 of wands, the lovers. I was just eating a few minutes ago. The page of pentacles, the high priestess. Then you have the 6 of swords, the page of cups, the 6 of wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Chariot. Those are recognizable. So what I'm seeing here for a lot of you cancers, you have the higher level of the moon, which is Pluto. So Scorpio. So what I'm seeing here is the death card, the 10 of wands, and the lovers. Again, a lot of you cancers are really going through a time of an examination of what it is that you think love is. I'm just seeing how a lot of you cancers may be to yourselves, single, and thinking about what love is, thinking about what love is not, the mistakes that you've made, how you could have handled certain situations better. How you're better off learning how to communicate better, because sometimes cancer crabs do not know or does not know how to communicate. They don't, right? Because cancer crabs could be so emotional, right? Because cancer rules over the emotions to the point where cancer is not the most communicative zodiac sign, right? A lot of times cancers do communicate through their actions. And sometimes they lack when it comes to understanding how to communicate with their words. Cancers sometimes have a problem with that. And because of this, a lot of times cancers can not tell their significant other what's going on, not explain to their significant other what's going on, um, do things that may end up turning off the significant other. And a lot of you cancers are really taking an unbiased look at the things that you've done, the things that past relationship, right? The person who you were in a past relationship with, the things that they did, the things that you did, and you are essentially evaluating love and realize that the concept of what you thought love was, how you expressed it, how the other person expressed it, how they thought about it when it comes to verbal communication is incorrect. The Page of Pentacles and the High Priestess represent how these people whom you once dated is they're still looking at you. They're still thinking about you. They're still, if you have any kind of social media, they're still very much so thinking about you, checking in on you, seeing what it is that you're doing, seeing how your life is going. They're still doing that because the High Priestess is not what it is that you think. The High Priestess is a card of following, the card of spying, a card of checking in, right? A lot of times people would think, oh, the High Priestess is cute. Depends on what you call cute, though. Depends on what it is that you call cute. If you think the person popping up wherever it is you go is cute, then I guess so. But the thing is that the Page of Pentacles is that they're thinking about how the relationship was good, but how they offered so much to you. I gotta say so much, but how the love wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. So a lot of you Cancer crowds just decided to walk away. Then you have the Six of Swords and the Page of Cups. The Six of Swords and the Page of Cups is all about how, again, six is just about, now I'll say this too. On a deeper level, the Six of Swords can not only represent boundaries, right? Because swords with the point facing down represents boundaries. That's the reason why the old magicians would stick the atame or the ritual knife into the ground, not into a person, but into the ground, because it would mark a barrier of the sacred space that they're doing the ritual on, the area, right? And they didn't want other elements coming into that space. So it's symbolic for marking a sacred ground or marking something of importance that's happening. And then the swords up represent obviously justice, what it is that you're fighting for. And then you have the six, right? Six is what? Six is an even number. Six represents known enemies, but six is also um in correlation with uh intimacy, physical intimacy. And it okay, so it speaks to how it is that it's a it was a volatile relationship. Sorry about that. It was a volatile relationship between the two of you, where it was always a roller coaster. You and this person didn't necessarily always get along because they would do something, or they would think that you would do something. And here we go with the disagreements. Here we go with the arguments. Here we go with the breakups. Maybe you Page of Cups. Maybe the two of you broke up a number of times and tried to make things work, and because you didn't want to leave, the person didn't want to leave. But a lot of you Cancers end up having to leave anyway. Things broke apart anyway. Then you have the Six of Wands, right? So Six of Swords, so you went from the Six of Swords to the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands, right, is about, so now it's all about clearing the way, right? Doing yourself justice, right? A lot of times people try and they try and they try and they try and they try with relationships that they're trying to almost like force themselves to try to work this relationship out. Listen, if a relationship, sorry about that, if a relationship doesn't work, it doesn't work. It is what it is, you know? Why are you trying to almost like fight to keep it going, and the person keeps giving you, excuse me, and this person keeps giving you all of these issues, you know? So the things that the Six of Wands is about now, it's about, yes, self-respect, but it's also about creating those boundaries so you can have self-respect. It's about understanding that, physical intimacy is not always enough, right? They say that love isn't enough. Well, it depends on who it is that you're really talking to, because a lot of times people say that the usually the people who like to say things like love isn't enough are really people who are either dysfunctional most of the times, not all the time, but it's usually people who are dysfunctional or people who are, haven't seen why love is enough. It's because if you're a self-respecting person and you have a healthy admiration and love and respect for the other person, and vice versa, by definition, the two of you are not going to be sorry and stuck in the mud. You can't see, this is what I'm saying. You can't be decent, you can't be upstanding and be, lazy at the same time. That doesn't go together, right? And I don't know, maybe I said I was going to do this. Okay, But in the future, I'm going to make a video talking about decency, right? Because it's something that really needs to be said. So the Knight of Swords and the Chariot does represent Cancer, Cancer crabs. So you showed up in your own reading. You thought I forgot. But the Knight of Swords and the Chariot is all about the kind of production that you bring into other people's lives. And it end up being fruitless. It end up being not very good for you. It ended up being not astute for you, not what it is that you wanted. It seemed like it was what you wanted, but not really. You gave it to the wrong people. You should have given it to somebody else. You should have given it to somebody else who would have appreciated it more. So now this is more so about how a lot of you cancers need to pay attention to the types of people who do appreciate that. Because see, the truth is, and I may make a video about that, kind of get deeper into that stuff. A lot of people don't really love themselves as much as they say they do. A lot of that is cap. Factually, a lot of that is cap. And I can show and prove it. A lot of that stuff is really people lying or half lying or not being really sure. And I hear it all the time, and I observe it all the time. You'll be with somebody who will completely disrespect you, right? Go out of their way to be disrespectful. Flake, play games with you. Why? But I'll explain in a video coming. I got a lot of videos coming. Bear with me. Let's clarify the Chariot. You have the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Wands. A lot of nines, wands cards, okay, and royal suit. So the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Cups, is all about this sense of entitlement that the both of you had, that you put yourself into. And what I mean by that is you're looking for love, but you find you get yourself into relationships with people who don't love themselves. So by definition, you don't love yourself. You think you do. You're under the illusion that you love yourself, but in actuality, you don't. And it shows because you think that a lot of you cancers think that you're entitled to love. And if that's what it is that you think, then go and get it. But the thing is that this person was also entitled to you and the things that you would do for them. But you need to learn self-appreciation is what these two cards are saying. Because you got into a relationship with somebody that didn't appreciate you. The Queen of Wands and the Nine of Wands are all about, and watch out for the games that they play, because the games that they play are all about trying to get you to see things from their perspective. As that video is coming, don't worry, that video is coming. Just bear with me. That video is most definitely coming. And the more distractions they give you is the more broken you end up being. Tired, dirty, rolling around in the mud, not wanting to be here, but finding yourself here due to the fact that, you gave this person a chance and they completely disrespected you with their chance. So you have to watch out for that. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords. Let's clarify. So you have to clarify the Knight of Swords, you got the Page of Swords, the King of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Okay, so the Page of Swords is that quit hanging out with people who do you dirty. Show up for people who show up for you. Pay attention if they show up. Pay attention if you ever need certain things and these people start showing you that they'll be around. You know what I mean? The King of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, this being a situation for you where the King of Cups and the Two of Pentacles represents how you need to also understand that look out for people who are looking out for you, but as well as maintain your emotions. Pay attention, right? The King of Cups says pay attention. Look at what's going on. Control yourself. Look at how sturdy this person is. Because sturdy in New York City is a dance. They call it getting sturdy here in New York City. It's a dance. But and I just thought of it. But then you have the Two of Pentacles. If you pay attention to what's going on and you don't deny that, you won't have to do this. Question. The Seven of Swords. Be into, like I said, be into people who are into you. Another thing that is a red flag is if they flake. That's if they don't show up, which means that they are a no-show, they flake. Also, too, if they talk so much about other people who did them dirty, but they won't actually leave or stop talking about, right? And when I say leave, I mean it was a slip of the tongue. I mean leave behind, not just physically leave, but leave behind, right? Not even be with this person, even spiritually or mentally. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I'm at 3,000 subs. Okay, let's go for 3,500 subs because I'm at 3,000 subs. Appreciate y'all. Please hit the like button. Excuse me. Let me get this right. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the notification bell and set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop these videos. Peace.